Have you ever felt like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders? Like you have to be perfect all the time, with no room for mistakes? If so, you're not alone. Imagine being a teenager constantly told, you need to be the best, you can't mess up, you have to succeed. Sounds exhausting, right? But for so many young boys today, that's the harsh reality they face every single day. But what happens when that pressure becomes too much? What if striving to meet everyone's expectations starts to break you from the inside? Today, we're diving deep into the story of Lukas, a 16-year-old boy caught in this relentless pursuit of perfection. What starts as a race to impress others leads him down a dark path until he discovers something that changes everything. If you've ever felt like you're not enough, like the world is demanding more than you can give, then Lukas's story is one you won't want to miss. Stay with us, because what Lukas finds could change the way you see yourself forever. Let's meet Lukas. He's 16, top of his class, the math genius everyone looks up to. Sounds perfect, doesn't it? But let me ask you this. How would you feel if everyone expected you to be the best all the time? Would it make you proud? Or would it feel like you're trapped, unable to breathe?
I can't disappoint them. My parents, my teachers, my friends. If I don't get the best grades, I'll fail them all. But why do I feel so empty inside?
Every night, while others are out playing, Lukas sits alone in his room, buried under piles of textbooks. The clock ticks past midnight, but he keeps pushing himself. Just one more chapter, he tells himself. But deep down, he knows it's never enough. Does that sound familiar? Have you ever felt like no matter how much you do, it's never good enough? Lukas wasn't always like this. He used to be the life of the party, the one who made everyone laugh. But lately, even when he's surrounded by his closest friends, he feels alone. He forces a smile, laughs at their jokes, but inside, he's wondering, what if they find out how scared I am? What if they see how lost I feel?
Why can't I just relax like they do? It used to be so easy. Now, every word feels like a risk. What if I say the wrong thing?
Lukas starts avoiding his friends. He tells himself he's just busy with studying, but the truth is, he's afraid. Afraid of being seen for who he really is. Can you relate to that? Putting on a mask, pretending everything's fine, even when it's not. One night, after another grueling study session, Lukas collapses into bed, completely drained. But that night, something strange happens. In his dream, he finds himself in a long, dark corridor. At the end, there's a door, glowing, almost calling out to him.
What is this place, and why do I feel like I need to open that door?
Hesitant but curious, Lukas steps through. On the other side, he finds himself in a mystical forest, the air filled with a strange, calming energy. The moment he enters, he feels lighter, almost as if the weight he's been carrying is starting to lift. Suddenly, Lukas hears a voice, soft but powerful, echoing through the trees. It's as if the forest itself is speaking to him.
Welcome, Lukas. You're here because you've been carrying a burden that's too heavy. But let me ask you, who told you that you have to be perfect?
But if I'm not perfect, won't I disappoint everyone? My parents, my teachers, they're counting on me.
Perfection is an illusion. You don't have to be perfect to be valuable. Your worth is not defined by your achievements. Tell me, Lukas, what would happen if you let go of this pressure? If you allowed yourself to just be?
As Lukas listens, something inside him begins to shift. But letting go isn't easy, is it? What about you? If you stopped trying to be perfect, what would you gain? Or what would you lose? The voice guides Lukas through a simple breathing exercise. Close your eyes, it says. Breathe deeply, and with every exhale, release a little bit of that pressure.
I can't believe something so simple can make me feel free.
Have you ever tried this? Just taking a deep breath when everything feels like it's crashing down. It's incredible what just a few moments of breathing can do.
Lucas, every time you think you've failed, ask yourself, who am I trying to impress? Are these really my own expectations or someone else's?
Lukas starts to realize maybe the greatest pressure has been coming from within. Maybe he's been his own harshest critic. Can you relate? Do you push yourself harder than anyone else does?
Speak to yourself as you would to a friend. When you're tired, be gentle. When you fail, be forgiving. You're allowed to be imperfect, Lucas.
Maybe it's okay to not be perfect. Maybe just being me is enough.
Self-compassion. It sounds easy, but it's one of the hardest things to practice. Let me know in the comments. What's one kind thing you could say to yourself today? Lukas wakes up, but the lessons from the forest stay with him. The next time he feels overwhelmed, he stops, takes a breath, and reminds himself, I am enough, just as I am.
Today wasn't perfect, but that's okay. I'm learning to accept myself.
Over time, Lukas finds joy in the little things again. He laughs with his friends, he feels lighter, freer, and he realizes something powerful. His worth isn't defined by grades or trophies. It's defined by who he is, deep inside. To anyone watching who feels like they're not enough, remember, you are not alone. You don't have to carry that burden by yourself. You are valuable just as you are. Performance pressure and the drive to be perfect can be overwhelming. But sometimes we need to pause and listen to the quiet voices within. If you ever feel crushed by expectations, remember that your worth isn't defined by your achievements. Take a moment to breathe, listen to yourself, and realize that you are enough just as you are. To all the young men out there who feel alone and overwhelmed, you are not alone. It's okay to seek help, to take breaks, and to be kind to yourself. True strength lies in accepting yourself, with all your flaws, weaknesses, and fears. Never forget, you are enough just as you are. Be brave, be yourself, and don't be afraid to go at your own pace. Because at the end of the day, it's not success that fulfills us, but the way we stay true to ourselves and the love we give ourselves. Thank you for watching Lukas's journey. If you know someone who's struggling with performance pressure, share this video with them. Together, we can learn to let go of perfectionism and give ourselves the freedom to simply be. Thank you for watching Lukas's journey. If you know someone who's struggling with performance pressure, share this video with them. Together, we can learn to let go of perfectionism and give ourselves the freedom to simply be.